What's up guys? Dr. Patrick from Dual Dimension here. And yesterday I was playing my weekly Shard Bugs matches down at Luncheons and Dragons. I'm going to have their information in the description box down below. If you guys want to check out and play some weekly Shard Bugs and you're in the Central Florida area, definitely check out Luncheons and Dragons. Let the owner know that you're interested in that weekly competitive play too, so we can hopefully get a league spun up there as well. We were talking yesterday during our games, and I was telling him how I wanted to jump into the rabbit hole of what competitive play could look like for this game. And so in an effort to do that, I want to slowly build out my collection, start to build some decks from scratch, bring you guys those deck techs, kind of share with the community and collaborate so that we can start to make things more efficient before tournaments start to get really spun up for this game. So after our games yesterday, I actually went ahead and picked up a few packs from him, 2 packs from each of the available sets that are out right now for Shard Bugs. Already talked to him about how I'm gonna pre-order his Terraform products when he gets them. And we're gonna definitely open those out on the channel, so look out for that in the future. And so let's break into these booster packs, guys. All right, guys, so as you can see, we have our 6 booster packs here, 2 from each of the available sets in Shard Bugs right now. We're gonna start off with this first pack from the Beginning. This was the first set that came out. So let's actually break into here. Let's see what we got. I'm working on a lunar deck right now. There are a couple cards that I'm hopefully gonna get a couple of copies of. This is why I'm trying to open up a bunch of booster packs. We're trying to build up our collection, have a bunch of commons, uncommons, rares. Just that way we have a variety of decks that we can build out in the future. So first pack we're gonna open up here from the Beginning. First card is gonna be the Black Ranger Ants. We're gonna go down to see the Blood Hunter next. The art on these cards is absolutely incredible. I've fallen in love with all of the artists and all of their art basically, because there has not been one card I've looked at that I have not really liked. Another Desert Locust, perfect. So according to what I've kind of read so far, that card is a Mars staple. So that's awesome that I have another copy of that. Twilight's Charm, Venomous Fang, a great item card there. Shadowed Widow, our Cosmic Mars, and then the Rose Duelist here. Nice. So now we're busting into the next pack of the Beginning here. Let's see what we can pull out of this pack. Not too many lunar bugs out of that last pack, honestly. A lot of Mars though, however, so if I decide to go that direction, I'll definitely have some support. Bring the Doom, this is something that I've seen on some of the deck techs. I've also checked out some of the Breaking the Meta videos. Shout out to Lorcanitos, I think is the channel, but if I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. Definitely look at their videos though. They go in depth. They go over the tournament results for the weekly league and kind of give you a little insight about what's going on with the game, so definitely check them out. Candy Stripe Knight. This is another good card too if we decide to go soul. So we got the Cedar Sanctifier here. Another Cloth Moth. I think this actually completes my set of the Cloth Moths for the deck, so that's also good. Venomous Fang. Another good item card here. The Rampaging Rhino. This is a great card too. Also for Meteor, the aggro and the stomp is super nice on that 4/4. Only for 4. That's not too bad, not too bad. The Rusty Nail here. Ooh, Jofield the Monarch. This is my second copy of this card, so I'm going to add this to the binder. Look at the shine on that. What a glorious shine. All the sparkles in the back. You can really see like all the stars, and it's kind of like pollen just like glistening behind him as he just emerged from the grass or something like that. And then we're going to finish this pack off here with the Scarab Jeweler, which I've kind of had some interesting ideas with this card and making some form of item deck. So we'll see how that kind of fleshes out in the future. Now we're going to move on next. This is the second set. You can see set 2 there. This is First Bounty. So we're going to see what we get out of here. So pretty cool here. Let's see how many of these cards we can pull that are useful for what we might be trying to do. Not too many Lunar cards in that last one, I guess, either. But Salt Mine here, we're going to grab first card out of the second set of First Bounty. A Babbling Brook. Very nice. A Barrel Roll. Do a Barrel Roll. Nice. Card there. The Destiny Blade, a very nice looking card there. Look at the shine on that. Equip bug gains +2 attack, bounty 1, and isn't exhausted when it attacks. So essentially gets vigilance. So that's pretty cool. Actually, we were just talking about making an item deck, so we can actually maybe use that. That's very cool. Coffee Reservoir, basically me every morning when I get my cup of coffee. The Crimson Wasp. We have our Crude Gear. Just trying to get whatever we can before we get on that battlefield. Dave the Awakened. This is a card I was hoping to get. This is awesome. Hard shell. When this bug is played from your hive, you gain 1 devotion. And he's a neutral cost, so he can go in basically any deck. So that's pretty cool. And then our Disguised Caterpillar here under investigation with his magnifying glass. He's just a snake. Nice. And then what are we going to end off here? The Disposable Hideout. Very cool. I love the architecture and some of the buildings that they use. And eventually I want to pick up one of their play mats because the way they design those, it looks like someone's backyard or it looks like just an open field with bugs at war. That's really, really cool. So let's break open the second pack here of First Bounty. Awesome. So we got the Pillage Prophets. By the way, I don't know if there's like any sort of like put 2 to the back or 3 to the back. If there's any sort of way to basically get the rare to show last, could somebody let me know? I don't know how that would really work here. Rancid Rifleman. Another Destiny Blade. So again, we really want to build that item deck. We already have 2 of the 3, so that's not too bad. Hey, we might do that. Energy drink here. If we need to get things to kind of speed up a little bit. Give some things aggro. We got our Faint Glow. The Fanatical Locust. Faultline Mender. So this is going to be like a Llanowar Elves essentially for Meteor. It's going to generate a mana when you tap it. Hard Shell. It's going to get that extra defense point. And then the Finder's Fee here. And then last card here for this pack is going to be For Glory. Okay, not bad, not bad. Now these last 2 packs are going to be from Infestation. This is the most recent set from Shardbugs. Like I said before, I'm definitely going to check out Terraform. I was so excited when I saw the timeline video that they had for all the sets that are coming out later on. Terraform is going to be really, really cool. All right, so we're going to start here. Creeping Water Stalker. This is the set that I got introduced to Shardbugs in. So I'm pretty curious to see if I can pull a few cards that I recognize. Dust Moth Messenger. Actually, one I've never seen before. That's really cool. Look at him. He's like delivering the mail, flying over the mountains. Again, the art on here is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. Hive Craftsman. The Robo Reachers. Antonio. Nice. I needed an Antonio. He's another good card. He's an awesome card here. He's 3. He's got Camouflage. As this bug enters the field, you may choose a keyword ability. From a bug on the field, this bug enters the field with that ability. So what a good card there. So you can have 3 of those in your deck. We got the Stinger Patrol. Again, look at the foil on that. That's awesome. Look at that. It's like the rainbow effect going across the entire card. And then the frame as well, like the border around it too. I mean, dude, this is a indie TCG, but this feels very premium. The Great Pond Diver. Lily Pad Patrol. And again, like I've pulled packs from this set and I'm still finding cards that I've never seen before. So it's awesome. It's like just as many bugs as there are in the world. There are bug shard cards. Shard bug cards. Jeez, imagine trying to say that 3 times in a row. My gosh. And now we're going to move into our last pack of Infestation here. I just want to give shout out again to all the artists. These are essentially the same artists that have done all the sets. So, I mean, you guys are really working hard, doing your thing. Appreciate all the work that you put in, the care into all the art. So last pack here, Dung Beetle Harvester. Fires of the Horde. Honey Elixir. The Gilded Bulwark. Oh, Renfaf, Igniter of Skies. That's awesome. I needed this for my red deck. The aggro fury, larva on your field gain fury. So now the larva can actually start to go crazy. But look at this. It's like all of that stuff coming out of his mouth has a different shine to it. Kind of like a yellow, all the power, but you can still see the larva in the background. If you pay attention, they're kind of like looking up in awe of his power. Dude, this card game is so sick. And then I'm pretty sure the border has like a crackled kind of like effect to it. The other foil kind of seemed like it was like a solid red line going across the card. This one, it seems like the border is kind of like crackled. So, dude, this is awesome. Oh my gosh, Herald of the Frost, another cool card right after that. Dude, that is so sick. He's like dual wielding weapons sliding down a mountain. There's some snow behind him. You can check out like the frost. If you check out the corner up here, it looks like the card itself is like kind of frosted over too. Wow, wow. Shock Trooper. Right after that, we're going to get a Terran Tree Hopper. Bolster the ranks. So you can see these guys, some of them a little reluctant to go to war, but they're trying to bolster their ranks. And then the Goldfield Security. Going to finish off here. This is just a pretty strong basic card with Hard Shell and Swarm. So, dude, awesome, awesome packs. Let's just take a moment to check out all of this cool artwork on these cards. Shardbugs is such an awesome collectible card game. I'm having a blast playing it at Luncheons and Dragons every week. So again, if you guys want to play more Shardbugs, check out the official Discord. I'm going to have a link in the description for that. I'm also going to have a link in the description for Luncheons and Dragons. So if you guys are in the Central Florida area, want to play some weekly Shardbugs, we're going to be there and available to play. Hopefully we can start a league. And I didn't pull as many lunar cards as I was expecting, so that definitely means we're going to have to come back and open some more packs. I'm also going to do a lot of openings for the Terraform set when that drops. We may potentially open up a whole box, so we'll see how that goes. But definitely subscribe, like the video. I appreciate you guys for checking this out. Shout out to the Shardbugs community and everybody in the Discord. You guys are real awesome. And there's definitely going to be more content, so be on the lookout. Thank you guys for checking out the video. Have a great one.